In September 2021, a unique group of veterans came together in the backcountry mountains of Asheville, North Carolina. They had all served somewhere: Iraq, Afghanistan, Vietnam, under the ocean or above the clouds. Some looking for community, some to heal, and others to learn something about themselves. This is their story.
I like this chair, yeah. It's got a good interview vibe for it. My name is Nate Gillette. I've been with No Barriers for 5.5 years. I've been with the Warrior program the entire time, and I'm currently the Backcountry Programs Manager. So we are in beautiful Asheville, North Carolina. We're gonna be tackling about a 15-mile trail in the Pisgah National Forest called the Art Loeb Trail. We're going to push a lot of these folks out of their comfort zones. We're going to challenge them as a group, not only to accomplish their trail goal of completing the hike, but also of engaging with each other in a deeper way and introducing them to the No Barriers life, and really having them walk away from this feeling like they're changed people with fresh goals and a fresh outlook.
All right, my name's Chad Martin. I'm from Rockingham, North Carolina. I was in the United States Army. My MOS, I was infantry. I did 4.5 tours between '04 and '08, dealing with the outdoors, hanging out, doing military type stuff, but in the, I guess, the civilian environment. Amongst fellow veterans that can kind of relate to your situations, it's very relieving. It's good for your soul, man.
I'm Jennifer Sinclair. I live in Jacksonville, North Carolina. I work with the Marine Corps still. I am a former Marine. I was turned on to this program by a girlfriend of mine who is also a veteran that I worked with, and she just really got a lot out of it. She's been on the trip several times. I'm really looking forward to it. I'm very nervous. This is the first time I've done any type of adventure by myself. So this is really kind of me just leaning into the fear of a new experience, meeting new people, and then doing something physical at the same time.
I couldn't be more excited. This is what we do at No Barriers. We bring people together, we put them in these challenging situations, and we watch them reap the rewards of it. And to be here in person, to help guide these folks along, to have this be part of my journey, and to share this with just so many amazing people, it's impossible to beat. Yeah.
Are you excited?
I am, definitely. Get back on the trail.
I'm super excited to get out there, get on the trail, learn from other people.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to packing my ruck and eating dinner, and no biggie, man. I'm just excited to be here. It's gonna be fun.
We'll just take it day by day or hour by hour and see how it goes.
I'm just really excited, really nervous, but like I said, about to just lean into it and soak up everything.
I'm pumped, man.
The edge of you and me doesn't seem that far apart. Yeah, the edge of you and me, only voided by the light. Oh, the edge of you and me. Here it's closer if we try. So I'll meet you in the darkness, where you shine like the night.
I want to introduce to you guys is the No Barriers flag. The idea of the flag comes from the Nepalese prayer flags that are really common in like the mountaineering. And they believe that when you pray on the flags and put your thoughts into it and you hang it up, the winds carry those thoughts to the mountain. What we're gonna do is you're gonna take some time and take your flag and a Sharpie, and you're gonna put something It could be words, it could be a quote, it could be a drawing, like whatever speaks to you to write on your flag, but I really encourage you to dig deep and spend some time on it.
December 5th, 2004, Route Michigan, which is Mad Max, right outside of Chaldea, part of the Sunni Triangle, which is also known as the Triangle of Death. We just running missions and doing our patrols, and Baker Company had gotten hit and they lost 2 guys. We pulled off our area, tank pulls in, covers our area. There was a trash pile. We stayed away. The trash pile was nasty. I mean, we'd get blown up all the time. Everybody did. So we came back to our sector and we patrolled the trash pile just to make sure there's nothing obvious, and boom. I mean, it just smoked him. Totally destroyed one of my buddies, but he's okay now. I mean, he's very healthy now, and that just kind of, that day with Baker Company and my section sergeant was the most real day of my life at that point of my life. So what buttered the bread, 2 days prior, my platoon sergeant that was actually there for that, he stepped on IED and he lost his life that day too, 2 days apart. So it's kind of a bad week for me, you know, and that's the stuff that haunts me now, you know. So you get out of the military and, you know, you're just an infantry soldier, and they beat it into you to be super tough, and you try to be super tough, and you mask a lot of stuff. You hide a lot of stuff. You know, I had no relationship with my parents, no wife. I was having a hard time seeing my kids. And when you get to that point alone, it definitely puts you in a whole nother mindset. I was about a hair away from committing suicide. I'll share what I wrote. And I'm terrible with words, so this is where I'm at. What makes my guts hurt is shattering my whole family with a mental disorder and depression, ruining my family relationships, and having a lonely time with no one to. It makes me gutless, you know. But just affecting so many people, you know. It just sucks, man.
Good morning, it's day 2, no bears. We're ready to freaking go.
Well, we're packing up this morning at Camp 1 after a pretty rugged day yesterday. I think we did about 6 miles on the Art Loeb Trail, had some pretty crusher terrain to get over. Today we're gonna take it a little easier. We have about a 5-mile day, and we're gonna be cruising up to Cedar Rock, which is our Camp 2 for the day. So it should be pretty awesome. Sun's coming up, sky's blue, people are well fed, we're psyched.
Picking up litter. All right, so this is the part that they like to call the silent walk. It's just going to be a time for you to reflect on something that maybe is a good thing, maybe could be something that you're living with that maybe you want to try to let go. But this is just a time for you to be by yourself in nature. Nobody's going to hurry you along. So you just be with yourself with your thoughts. And before we send you on your way, I'll just be down there towards that log. And if I would ask just one person come up at a time, say a few words to you, and then we'll just hike along. All right.
when you're in any branch of service, you know, you really have, like, that is the foundation and the core of who you are. Like, a lot of us did our growing up there. A lot of us did it from the ages of 18 to 24, and, you know, some of us did it for a lifetime. And so when you walk away and that's taken away from you, it's like you don't belong. It's what it kind of feels like in the world. And so this reminds you that not only do you belong, but you're instrumental, important. Like, the fact that you can relate to another veteran might just save their life. This is huge, and it doesn't seem like it's that huge. You're going hiking for a few days with a bunch of people that are vets. It's huge. It's instrumental. It's done some life-changing today. And I was on the trail by myself today. And there's a little portion, you know, where you're alone and you're hiking kind of on your own. And I had to stop and cry because I was so grateful to be able to do this. And it was so awesome to be like, you know what? After everything I've been through, after all the things that have happened, after all the separation from my brothers and sisters in arms, you know, I deserve this and they deserve this. And I'm so grateful that somebody was willing to say, hey, let's fund that. That sounds like a great idea. And it might not seem like a huge thing to them, but for an individual veteran, this is huge. This is life-changing.
Well, this morning we've gotten up nice, bright and early. We're doing some oatmeal for breakfast, and then we're gonna pack up camp and head to John Rock to get a nice view of Looking Glass and the Blue Ridge, and just have a nice break there where we go through the future part of our curriculum, and from there we're headed to the fish hatchery to go home.
Wow. That is beautiful.
But the story does not end here, with the summiting of John Rock. The team had yet another experience to share. In store was the privilege of meeting all those that had sponsored their trip and facilitated the No Barriers journey. They were about to meet the people who had made it all possible and would lead them on a hike of their own.
Thanks, Colonel. Thanks, everybody. Hello, good morning, welcome. It's awesome to see so many smiling faces here and so many people that just clearly care about this program and what it does. And I want to call my expedition leaders, so the folks that help facilitate us. So I want you guys to come on up here real quick. So on our hike here that we're going to get started in just a few minutes, we are going to have you guys all participate in a version of our flag ceremonies. The flag is a nice, it's the way that we make all of our thoughts tangible. And I encourage any of you that write on your flag today to put some heart behind it, to put some thought behind it. We'll give you that space, we'll give you that time to write on it. And if you're ever feeling a little unmotivated or feeling like a struggle is a little too big, just take a peek at that flag that's hanging in your den or your garage or your office, and just remember this day.
Moments that will come and go, and moments that stick to your soul.
All right, Chad Martin, United States Army Infantry. Hey, how you doing? The biggest tool for me right now was no barriers. Like, to sit around a fire with a group of people that I have no clue what his story or her story is. Ugly is ugly. It doesn't matter if it's a car wreck or combat or you tripped and fell and broke your ankle and it gave you trauma. And you talk about this and to open up, it's very humbling, absolutely humbling. And but I have 4 daughters, and that I wouldn't have those daughters if I had taken myself out of this world instead of picking it up. And my little thing is, you got to face it, you got to fight it, you got to finish it. And I'm here, and I am terrified to talk in front of people. So this is very, like, this is big for me. Yeah. And if I'd have had no barriers in 2008, my story would have been completely different. So thanks for letting me speak.
Once I got out of the Marine Corps and I was removed from that community, I was lost. And I think a lot of us may have felt that during COVID. You know, you have these strong social bonds and these circles and these things that you do weekly, and all of a sudden, that's gone. So now what do you do? And you're standing all alone, and that's how a lot of us veterans feel. We're alone, we're stranded, we don't have our community we used to have. You know, I thank No Barriers because it allowed me to look at who I was and dig deep. And even today, I'm hiking in flip-flops. I didn't know we were gonna go rocky terrain. But even still, you know, I'm hiking in flip-flops and I'm like, I got this. I got this. There's so many more mountains I've climbed that are harder than flip-flops and rocks. Thank you for allowing me to share that and break myself open just a little bit for you guys. Thank you.